Hey folks, it's Rob from Rob's Movie Collection, and I've got another haul for you. I got some stuff from, let's see, Big Lots, Amazon, Book Off, so let's get started. First up, I got from Criterion, War of the Worlds. This is what I was looking for during the Criterion sale. See, this is Criterion, and I wasn't able to find at Barnes & Noble, so I ended up ordering it on Amazon when they finally got some more in, and yeah, it's pretty good. Got all those special features, and I'm fine with the DVD. Next up, Steamboat Bill Jr. This is stuff I got from Book Off. I'm very happy to start building my Buster Keaton Ultimate 2-Disc Edition collection. I got the Cameraman at the Criterion sale, and look at all the special features it has. So that's great. I was very happy to come across this over at Book Off for just a couple of bucks. And the Phantom of the Opera, the Milestone Collection, starring Lon Chaney, of course. This is one of those thick DVDs. I always love those when they're nice and thick. This Ultimate Edition one. And this one's got the couple of 2 discs, the 1929 restored version and the 1925 original feature version. So this is a great movie. Still very scary when she takes that mask off. He's just got quite a grin on his face. And next up, I got That Night in Rio. A couple of months ago, I was flipping through one of the movie channels with Carmen Miranda there, and I came across this, and I couldn't finish watching it because I had to go back to work. I was on my lunch break, but then I came across it here, and I thought, yeah, I was enjoying it while I was watching it, so grab that. That's pretty good. Like musicals. And Mr. Deed Goes to Town, a Frank Capra movie, one of his classics. I believe this was remade by Adam Sandler of all people, but this is the original, and it's got some special features there too. So that was great to come across. Absolutely. And let's see. Next up, I got Operation Pacific. Yes, I always love adding to my John Wayne collection, and this is with Patricia Neal. This is another one that I've been seeing. They show them for a while there on one of the movie channels, and I got to watching it one day. And yeah, love the Duke. And Run Silent, Run Deep, one of the great submarine movies with Clark Gable and Burt Lancaster. Yeah, this one is a great one. This is one of the best ones. And it's got some special features, a little booklet thing. It also co-stars Nick Cravat, which was Burt Lancaster's partner when they were doing acrobatics, when they were in the circus before they got into film. Done a lot of movies together, mostly pirate stuff. And a classic, This Island Earth, classic sci-fi from, I believe, the 50s, with classic, you can't see the monster here, but there you go. There's a good, one of the classic sci-fi monsters with his 1950s pants for some reason. I don't know. They ran out of money, I don't know. But yeah, it's a classic monster. And of course, speaking of classics, Rebel Without a Cause, 2-disc special edition. I did not have this. Of course, you know, I've heard it with James Dean and Natalie Wood. And this one's also got 2 discs on there. So yeah, a lot of good special features there. That's what I miss in these new, with the Blu-rays and all that stuff. They just don't have as many special features and documentaries, it seems. So that's why I don't mind these. And Dolomite, one of the blaxploitation films from the 70s. You may have seen the recent Eddie Murphy movie where it's about Rudy Ray Moore. I saw a double feature of this at Walmart, and of course, like an idiot, I didn't grab it at the time. And when I went back, it was gone. So, but I'm glad I found at least the first one here at Book Off. Maybe in the future I'll find the second one. Fairy Tale, A True Story. I think I saw a little bit of this on TV once. But I'm not sure what it's like. So, but I figured this one was just $2.50, so I figured I'd grab it and see what it's like. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but Peter O'Toole is in it, so you know, great. And The Bounty. I really like the story of Mutiny on the Bounty. I've got the Clark Gable version, and I've got the Marlon Brando version. I was just missing the Mel Gibson, Anthony Hopkins version called The Bounty. So I got that. Not a lot of special features or any, really. But it's good to have the movie. Clark Gable's still my favorite, but this is a pretty good one. And Heart Beeps. Wow, to come across Heart Beeps. I vaguely remember seeing this once when I was very young, when it first came out. And I went to see it because Andy Kaufman was popular from Taxi, and I thought Bernadette Peters was cute, and it was about robots in love, so I barely remember it. So I'm really curious to see it again. And Fried Green Tomatoes, I've heard it's pretty good. I've seen that clip where she's in the parking lot, and she hits the teenager's car and says, "I have more insurance." And so anyway, and it's got some features on there, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I thought I'd check it out. Why not? And Mordecai. Now, Mordecai, from what I remember, wasn't the best movie, but I like Johnny Depp. I wonder how many people kind of realize that he's doing a Terry Thomas impression. It's this old British actor who was very funny back in the 60s and 70s. It's got a good cast. It just wasn't the greatest plot, but I figured as cheap as it was, maybe I'll give it another shot just because I really like Johnny Depp, and you know. And Blinded by the Light. I saw this a couple of months ago. Not a huge Springsteen fan, but I liked the story. I thought it was pretty good, and heck, you know, it was set in the 80s, and that always takes me back to my younger days, making a featurette, which is really just probably a stroke fest. These featurettes, that's usually what they are. No real information, but got the movie. And Hello, My Name is Doris. My Dollar Tree finally gave something good. I got this for $1 on the Dollar Tree, go figure. I love Sally Field, and she was really good. Not her best movie, but she was really good in it, and I like her a lot. I just like watching her in anything. That'll come up later again. That was from the Dollar Tree. And then from Big Lots. So you got Star Trek the Motion Picture. Now, I've got the Star Trek movies already, but I figured since I've been seeing them at Big Lots, I know some of you have gotten them. We're pretty cheap on Blu-ray. I figured I'd start getting it. It's got a couple of new features, I think, that aren't on the DVD. Most of them are $5, but this one was $2.50, so I got a couple for $2.50, and even some of the $5 ones they gave them to me for $2.50, so that's not bad. But I do have them, like this one I have on these double disc DVDs that got a lot of special features. I've had these for years now, and they're some of my most prized possessions. But you know, in my sci-fi collection, I've got a little special section just for the Star Wars stuff and for the Star Trek stuff. So I thought I'd add a little bit to the Star Trek one just by adding these Star Trek movies on Blu-ray. So I figured, okay, you can see that in the old ones and the DVD ones, they have much better artwork on the cover than these do. Not that these aren't bad, but it's not like the DVD covers; those are much better. I've got. I was able to find. I went to like 4 or 5 different Big Lots looking for all these. I was able to get all the original 6, and then Generations, the first one of the Next Generation, and then I couldn't find First Contact or Insurrection, unfortunately, but I did find the last one, Nemesis, which I liked. A lot of people didn't like, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought the guy that played Shinzon, I'm blanking on his name right now. But I forget what his name is, but I thought he was pretty good, and I thought the movie wasn't bad. So, and also from Big Lots, Driven with Sylvester Stallone. I haven't seen this one. This is what I call during his tattoo phase, because his older movie phase, and he's got that big chest tattoo now, and but seems like it might be exciting. I think it's directed by Reddy Harlan, who directed Cliffhanger. Bull Durham. I saw it once and I wasn't that impressed by it, but I thought I'd give it another shot, mostly because of her. Yeah, because I think Susan Sarandon is gorgeous. This is how guys make decisions on things. It helps that it was only $5, but yeah, I thought I'd give it another try. I don't dislike Kevin Costner. I don't know why. $3, you know. Paul Blart Rides Again, and it's even funnier. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, you know, to improve on the first one, but it's got some special features there. I like the way the Blu-ray. Oh, you got to get the Blu-ray to see the deleted scene and the gag reels and all that stuff. Ain't falling for that. And Andy Griffith Show Season 8 for $5. I saw in my last haul video that I got Season 1 for $5, and they've got a lot of TV series there. And also got that I Love Lucy and Laverne and Shirley, the first 5 seasons, so check it out if you haven't. And also the Wild Wild West, the first season, 40th anniversary edition, for only $5. This is one of those thick ones that comes in individual little cases. You know, I love those. They're very sturdy. Yeah, I love this show. I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid. It was a cool mix of Western and sci-fi type stuff, and with a couple of special features there. But all the tough guys in the 60s shows were all named Jim. Jim West, Jim Kirk, you know. Everybody was Jim. And now I got some stuff from Amazon. I got Something Wicked This Way Comes From By the Pricking of My Thumb. Something Wicked This Way Comes. I remember seeing this when I was younger, and I liked it. It was pretty cool. I've kind of been wanting it for a while, and I don't know, I thought it was kind of hard to find for some reason, but I guess it wasn't that difficult to find, so I was able to get it. And Soap Dish. There's a Sally Field thing again. I love Soap Dish. It is such a funny movie. It's so good. It's so wacky. And she's just fantastic in it. And you got young Iron Man there, back before he was Iron Man. And what a great cast. I mean, Kevin Kline and Sally Field are just great together. It's a really, really funny, wacky movie. Definitely recommend it. I'm glad I finally got it. And let's see. Superman, The New Adventures of Superman. This is the Filmation cartoons. This is what introduced me to Superman and made him my favorite fictional character ever. This is Season 1. Now, I actually already have this. But the reason that I got it is because I wanted Seasons 2 and 3. And here's Season 2 and 3. And they actually came together. It actually costs less to buy Season 1, 2, and 3 together than to buy Seasons 2 and 3 by itself. So I figured, and yeah, look at all those episodes. I figured I'll just get it that way. But the Filmation series, this is what did it for me. This is what introduced me as a little kid to Superman, and it was great. It was fantastic. And of course, Aquaman, The Adventures of Aquaman. This is why I never thought Aquaman was lame. It was one of the Filmation cartoons, the Superman, Batman, and Aquaman. And I used to watch this cartoon when I was a kid, and I never found anything lame about Aquaman. He was great in this show. See my Aquaman video for that, for my opinion on Aquaman and all that stuff. And then, if I remember correctly, I believe next up is the greatest animated show from the 70s, The Super Friends. Yes, I remember getting up like at 7 a.m. on Saturday morning when The Super Friends premiered. It was just so awesome to see all my favorite heroes together. It was incredible. If you've seen some of the latest DC animated shows, everything's gotten so dark. And that last one, Justice League Dark, they're dropping F-bombs left and right. At one point, they tear apart some characters and they tear Captain Marvel, Shazam's legs right off, and there's blood and gore. It's disgusting. I just, and that Harley Quinn show that's so popular, they're just F this, F that. No, I needed something just a little more pure. I'm so tired of that. It's always just that. So I had a couple of Super Friends seasons. I figured I'd start collecting the rest of them. Seasons 3, 4, and 5 here. They're kind of hard to figure out sometimes what the order is, and on the cover here, this is not the way the characters look in the cartoons. They just put, cartoons from the drawings from the comic book. But this is actually the Batman that I'd like to see. The costume I'd like to see in any new movie. The blue and the gray, that'd be great. So tired of the black. But yeah, these cartoons aren't super advanced or anything. They're very, hey, you got the Wonder Twins too, but they're very, they're just really good. And the Superpowers Team Galactic Guardians, that was actually the last season of the Super Friends. They changed the name because there was a toy line at the time that they wanted to match, but we all knew it was still the Super Friends. So I still got a couple to get. I'm going to probably show up in future haul videos, but I'm glad I started to collect those because I need a little actual heroic stuff. Speaking of which, dun, 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 when I was a kid, I had the Mego Superman. For Christmas one year, I got Superman, Batman, Robin, and Aquaman. And I guess I just got a little nostalgic. And this toy company, I guess, is putting out these replicas of the old classic Mego ones. And you would look at the box and you'd see all these other ones that you'd want to get. And it was really cool. So I thought I'd buy it. And I actually still have the original Superman somewhere there. But that is pretty good. It's a pretty good replica. It's nice and bright. The S is actually on the costume, whereas the original was a little sticker that was on his chest, and which eventually fell off, and I had to replace and all that. But yeah, it's kind of neat to see him again. But here's the original from when I was like 5 or 6 years old. So this is, yeah, he's been through some stuff. But as you can see, the S that I had to replace, even the cape had to be sewn on by my mom. But it's pretty close, this replica. I mean, the face is a little bit different, but pretty close. The eyes a little bit, you know. But they did a pretty good job. I don't really collect a lot of this sort of thing because I just don't have the room. I wish I did. But I might just get some of these classic heroes because it's just, for me, it's nostalgia and it kind of takes me back. They're kind of flimsy, you know, so they're not the strongest. I'm glad I'm not playing with it. I mean, I'm not a kid right now. I'm playing with it because that's how the originals kind of. Anyway, thanks for watching and keep watching those movies. Bye.